Oh, we just had a Nintendo Direct come out. There's no Animal Crossing, but I'm kind of okay for it. Mostly just because of selfish reasons. I really just kind of want to finish my other Animal Crossing video. I was really happy to get one out though. It was really mixed feelings because every time there was a new thing about to start up, I was like, oh, is this gonna be Animal Crossing? Oh, I really want to see it. Oh, but I don't want to see it. Oh man, I was very conflicted since I feel like my videos will immediately become super irrelevant as soon as we actually get a trailer for Animal Crossing and see what it's about. Honestly, I thought a lot of this direct was kind of underwhelming, but there were a lot of good diamond gems just among all the smelly little turds. So jumping right into it, Mario Maker 2. Yes! Yes! Like this was the very first thing that just popped up. You can just tell Nintendo used this to like immediately hype their direct. Be like, look at this, everyone! Look at this! You see, we're amazing. Oh, but you can't wait to watch the rest of the direct, can you? We saw so much. It was like a minute clip, and maybe less, but it was like a 30-second clip of just like a bunch of new things. This is all from memory, so some of this might be from the original game, but there was like the bonsai bills coming from the background. I thought that was really cool for some reason. There's like those piranha plants that you like set past that they go around the screen, and then like the snake things. There's also the airship auto scroll, which is which was noted with a little bird, which I thought was really cool. And the list just goes on and on. That's all I can think of off the top of my head, though. There's a bunch of like new backgrounds and stuff, so that'll be really cool. I'm pretty excited. I was about to make a point about wondering how well it would work without the Wii U touchscreen, and then I thought to Google and found out the Switch has a touchscreen. Am I the only one that always forgets that? Like, I knew that information, but I always forget because I don't really use my Switch touchscreen like ever. Anyways, June is less than 4 months away, so that's super exciting. We're getting it in June, apparently. I wonder if Luigi in the preview has any significance. Just the way he was like, you know, I don't know. I like wonder if there'll be like multiplayer or something. Box Boy was kind of a huge disappointment for me. I was really kind of gunning for the sequel Ceramic Child to come out instead. Oh well. Got a bit of an update with Smash with the announcement of 3.0 coming out in April, which is also like that's pretty soon from now. Considering 2.0 just came out like what, a couple weeks ago. We also got 2 blurred images. One looks like something like a stage selection screen, but all the colors are like solid colors. Like you'd think if like obviously it's a blurred image, but you'd think you would see some things besides solid colors though. So what do you guys think that is? I don't really know. I have no idea what that could be. Maybe it's like some kind of weird like editor with colors, maybe like a skin editor or something. I don't know, probably not, but I have no idea. The other image intrigues me even more though. It looked like a pause screen with a very open area. What has very open areas, you might be wondering? Kind of reminds me of either the break the target mode or the general look of the UI for the stage builder from previous games. It could be other things too, but those are the 2 things that pop into my mind. It'd be really nice to see either of those come back. I do think like Smash Ultimate could use a few more modes. I know a lot of people didn't like target break mode and all that, and like the sandbag, but I don't really care too much about the sandbag mode, but I really enjoyed break the targets. So it'd be really cool to see that come back. Stage builder would be cool too, especially if like stages could be uploaded online. You could like play online with your friends and such. Obviously, you could be like, oh, well, that could, like, Nintendo won't do that because there could be abuse and you could put F words and S words online and all the little babies will have their eyes burned out. But I mean, you could also say that about Mario Maker as well. So I'm like, Nintendo's opening up to that stuff a little bit lately, so they could like litigate that somehow, I'd imagine, and moderate it. So that's this. We also got another look at Joker, and we actually got the first in-game model, I believe. They had some animations of him facing from behind. I haven't played anything Persona, so I don't really care too much about that. We also got more amiibos. I don't really care about them. Blah, 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 blah. We got Captain Toad Treasure DLC. Or Tracker, Treasure Tracker, Toad Treasure Captain Treasure Tracker. The free part, we got 2 parts of this. Yeah, there was a free part, which is essentially this 2-player mode with some additional goals, I believe. I'm curious what the paid 18 courses will cost, though. This game has been on my 2 playlists for a while, but it's always just kind of been one of those games like, maybe if it was on sale for like $20, I'd be interested, but I don't know. But this new 18 courses does kind of intrigue me a little bit. I don't know how much is in the original game, but I did really like the Toad mode and the cubes in Super Mario 3D World, so I should probably check this out. Still kind of cool to see them updating this. I figured it would kind of be a dead game by now, to be honest, considering it was just a port. Bloodstained looked kind of interesting. The art style looked a bit generic to me, but it's apparently pretty good from what I've heard. I feel like I've heard about this ability where you absorb their enemies and copy their powers before. Dude, Dragon Ball game looks great. Can't wait. 10 out of 10. Man, they brought up the fact that they're bringing back an old RPG series, and I almost pooped myself because I thought maybe it was a Golden Sun announcement. All it goes a stinking Dragon Quest. Disney T-Sum is already going to be the game of the year, calling it right now. Starlink just makes me want real Star Fox, but it's really cool to see you can play as all the Star Fox team in the upcoming update. Rune Factory 5 confirmed. I hear these games are pretty much Harvest Moon, but focused more on combat, I think. I love Harvest Moon and Stardew Valley, so maybe I like this too. It's kind of something I'm going to keep my eye on. Yoshi! So what's up with this trend with Yoshi and Kirby games all being like craft-related things like cardboard and yarn? I mean, Kirby's Epic Yarn with fuzzy string was cool, but seeing the idea repeated isn't really a bad thing. It's just kind of the weird trend I'm noticing. Anyway, I've never actually played a Yoshi game before, and this hasn't really convinced me. Or at least that's what I would say, except I wrote that before I actually watched a stream of the game. And it actually, a stream of the demo, I should say. It actually looks pretty cool. You actually go in the background and stuff, and you play like the level backwards, and like there's like it's not just like a 2D thing. Like there's actually like multi paths in the level itself. So it's kind of cool. Like it's not just like it's not 2D, and something about that like I actually have interest now. It looks like there's a lot of like creative ideas in it, and I am more interested in checking it out now, so I might actually get that and stream it. Yoshi got a release date of March 29th, so that is really close. Fire Emblem. Wow, so you choose between blue, red, and a yellow team that all rival each other. Huh. Man, Pokemon Go update looks great. Tetris 99. This is the best and dumbest thing I've seen in my entire life. I hate it. I love it. I've seen some gameplay of Tetris 99, and it actually does look really fun. It also looks extremely stressful. I'm not a very good Tetris player, and the fact that everything falls really fast later on in the game, it kind of makes me feel hopeless. Like I shouldn't even bother trying, if I'm being honest. It looks too advanced for me. I'll still probably check it out though. Deltarune is coming to Switch, where it's also free, thankfully. We got some interesting new info here, though. Apparently, the following chapters won't be free. How dare you, Toby Fox, make us pay for your hard work. He must pay for this treachery. Grid Autosport. I was going to comment on this game, because I don't really care too much about racing games minus Mario Kart. But this game looks kind of ugly. The graphics look kind of like Wii era to me. I mean, look at all these people. Why do they look so bad for? They look like kind of like right out of an N64 game, and just kind of proudly displayed in the trailer like this. Yuck. Hellblade is apparently a really cool game. I really would like to check this game out, and now maybe I'll finally do it. Although with the Switch's general specs, maybe I should just buy it in something else instead. But I am very interested in Hellblade. Apparently that's another game that was only made by a few people, much like one of my favorite games I've played in the past couple years, Hollow Knight. So it looks really good. I really do want to check that game out. Neat! More yarn! Huh. Really didn't see this coming out. More Final Fantasy! Cool. I really want to check more of the series out. I love 10. I've never played a Final Fantasy game myself, but I watched a full playthrough of 10, and I absolutely love the story, and I actually cried at the end, so... I remember seeing avatars of the Black Mage from Final Fantasy IX all over the internet on places like forums and like Albino Black Sheep and such. So I am actually kind of interested in Final Fantasy IX and pretty much all of the games, to be honest. And then there's the first One Last Thing, which just kind of looked like a generic weird anime game, mech game to me. Don't get me wrong, I like anime, but Discount Nana and Popo didn't really interest me. And seeing as I haven't heard anyone talking about this game, like even past the direct, it doesn't really look like it caught many attention spans either. Maybe it's more aimed at the Japanese audience is my best bet, since obviously Nintendo likes to balance the Westerner and Japanese audience. I'm really curious though. Apparently this is being made by the same people that made Bayonetta, and Bayonetta is like pretty big, so yeah, like hopefully it's a good game, but it didn't really intrigue me at all. And then the one big final announcement. Shut up. And then the one big final announcement. And then the one big final announcement, rivaling the Mario Maker 2 announcement, Animal Crossing! Okay, it was Link's Awakening remake. First off, that animation at the start looked absolutely amazing, and I hope we get to see more of that. I thought it looked awesome. As for the game itself, I actually kind of like the art style. The plastic feely environment looks kind of neat. Like almost everything seemed to have like kind of like an oil sheen on it, which I thought was kind of cool. But once again, it kind of goes back to the crafts feel with the yarn and cardboard. Now we got like plastic. This game kind of reminds me a little bit of the Wii U Yarn Zelda game from a little bit ago. I don't remember, like the game that comes with the Wii U or something. You guys know what I'm talking about? The character models though, they kind of look like little Lego men or something to me. They just seem a bit off to me. Link has these weird beady looking eyes. It's kind of true to the original art style, I guess. But I don't know. I'm not really too big of a fan of it, to be honest. Anyway, I'm pretty excited to eventually play this. Even though I say eventually, but it's coming out this year, which is really crazy how much of the stuff they announced is like coming out like pretty quick. Like we only have another 10 months in this year, and I'm pretty sure everything that was announced is coming out like this year, minus the things they say they need more development time for, right? One thing I did notice about the Direct is there's a lot of like generic like looking like anime games without like much apparent inspired art, like with a bunch of like mech games and stuff. Which was like, yeah, it's like fine, but it's kind of like, you know how like E3 last year we just saw shooter after shooter after shooter and everything like generic shooter. Like I kind of got that like feeling from a lot of it, which I mean it's probably just because it's not for me, which is absolutely fine. You know, not everyone has to like everything, but just like something I noticed. No Animal Crossing, like I said earlier. But it's only 4 months until June, which is essentially a guaranteed Direct because of E3, unless Nintendo pulls out of it for some reason. But 4 months is kind of a long time for Nintendo to go dark. So my guess is we'll probably get one more Direct before June, probably around the halfway mark, so like around April sometime. This is where we'll probably learn about Animal Crossing, right? Maybe Pokemon? I'm guessing they're either going to focus on Pokemon or Animal Crossing for E3. I mean, they could do both, but we shall see. That'd be my guess anyways. Anyways, that's been my little discussion on the Nintendo Direct. This is definitely coming out a little bit late. I tried to rush this video as quickly as I can, but life is hard and it's pretty difficult to do. So there will be my Animal Crossing Part 2 video coming out. I also might be making another video on the topic of Hollow Knight sequel, since I do actually have a considerable amount of things to say about it, both good and kind of not bad, but not great either. So I'd be interested to like talk about that. But yes, if you enjoy this, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Holy crap, I cannot believe at the time of recording this, I have over 2,000 views and I think 150 likes on my Animal Crossing video, which blew my mind. I was hoping it would become somewhat of a hit, but I didn't expect me to get like over 100 likes on that video. That blew my mind, and I thank you guys so much. Like I said, if you're interested in this, please subscribe. If you're not, I'm guessing this guy came in recommended because you watched the Animal Crossing thing. But yes, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. Love you all very much. Have a lovely day. Check out the links in the description to find my streaming channel, my Discord, my Twitter, all that good stuff. And bye-bye!